Well, greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of WTF Walk the Floors. I'm Stephanie Ledger with First Rate Hospitality, and I'm joined with my wonderful co-host, Michèle Kline of Kline Hospitality. How are you today, Michèle?
I'm doing great, Stephanie. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And what are we going to be talking about today?
We have a very special guest in the house, Ira Green from Freedom Naturals. Ira, how are you? Thank you for being on the show. We can't wait to share your story and the story behind your brand with our audience. It's just so inspiring. So bring it to light. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what inspired you to create your brand, and obviously how you help the industry and all those beautiful things.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Michèle. Thank you for having me, ladies. Listen, this is a labor of love and it's a labor of freedom. And that's the name of our company. And there's a reason behind it. One, I'm an immigrant to this country. And the word freedom means a lot because I came from a country where being a woman was not thought of as very high. Two, George Michael was my first concert. And it was the Freedom Tour. So really, truly, that's kind of where the name came from. We started the company when my three friends were diagnosed with breast cancer. And they're 31, 41, 43. And I started making natural products in my kitchen because what the doctors were basically saying, it's not just what you put in your body, but it's also what you put on your body. Like, did you know that your skin is your largest organ, you guys? Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't know, and a lot of men think it's something else, but it's actually just your skin. And it absorbs almost 100% of what you put on it. So in trying to find natural products, I really struggled with finding natural deodorants. And I know that a lot of people out there have struggled with it as well, because we don't want to smell like an onion. I'm from Seattle. I don't want to smell like a tree. And those are really your options, right? Or it's a crystal, or you have to dig your hand in it. It was always very difficult to go natural. So I started making it in my kitchen like every sane human being does. And walked it up and down the strip in Las Vegas. That's where I'm located. And everybody told me to take a hike. They said, nobody's looking for natural. Nobody wants this. This doesn't work. Thank you. Please leave, or we will call security. And that happened at 18 locations. And the one location was the Four Seasons in Las Vegas. And they picked us up. And from that point on, we had over 300 spas, Miraval, Canyon Ranch, all our clients. We actually started the natural deodorant trend for them, switched out their back bars. And the reason being was, we wanted to get people healthier. One spray, swipe, whatever it was we wanted to remove the toxins from the everyday products. But also, I'm kind of snobby, right? I want nicer products. I don't want a rock to put under my arm. I want it to smell amazing and not have to have phthalates and perfumes and parabens in it. And that was my goal with freedom, was freedom from the toxins, freedom from the junk. That's how we started.
Wow, that's great. I mean, I can definitely relate. I've been going through my own journey with skin cancer, so I knowing a lot of making sure of what you're putting on your body. But if talking to our audience, so if we are having our hoteliers that are listening, what would be some of your product line that you are offering to the hotels?
Well, I didn't. Let me backtrack really quick, because I actually got diagnosed with breast cancer in 2022. And that's when we were starting to go into the hotels. And the hotels came to me, and we were trying to put deodorants in hotels, and hotels didn't really know what to do with deodorants, believe it or not. When you guys, first of all, it's the top 3 things that people forget when they travel, right? Mm-hmm. They forget their sunscreen. They get their cologne confiscated. They forget their toothbrushes, and they forget their deodorants. And so we were actually testing with Hilton about putting the deodorants, the full-size deodorants, in the mini bars, so nobody would have to go anywhere when I got diagnosed with breast cancer. So I didn't want to stop. Breast cancer was a 2-year journey. I made it through. I have new hair. I have new body parts. But beyond that, the hotels were asking for something. They said, beyond deodorants, can you make makeup wipes? And because their towels were getting destroyed. Our makeup, you guys, our self-tanner, our makeup, everything. It was destroying their towels, their washcloths, their linens, because people would go to sleep with their makeup on in their bed. So I didn't realize, and I don't know if you guys know this, but the average makeup wipe that's in a hotel has got 5 different parabens in it. Did you know that? Okay.
No.
And by the way, parabens are hormone disruptors. My breast cancer was a hormone-related breast cancer. That's a big deal. In fact, 80% of breast cancer is hormone-related. So you don't want the junk. You don't want these parabens. Why would one silly little towelette have parabens in it, right? So we started making makeup wipes. And we are now the brand standard from Montage and Pedri properties. And we are hoping to be a new brand standard. We can't announce yet, but hopefully next couple months we'll be able to announce another brand. Because not only that, our wipes are sustainable. So I'm like, why can't we make this sustainable and clean at the same time? And for some reason, a lot of people think you can't do both, but you can. And we did. So those are some of the products that we actually bring in. And we have mini deodorants as well that are 100%. You guys got to see this. It's made out of paper.
Wow.
It is the cutest packaging ever, by the way.
It is. But for some hotels, these are a little on the pricier side. So we released with Good Morning America, October 1st. It was so cool. Our new deodorant wipes. And that way, yeah. Can you imagine if you have a deodorant wipe in the room along with a makeup wipe? Like, these are great amenities. These are things that people actually need and use, right? When was the last time you used a sewing kit in a hotel room or the shower cap? Like people would actually use this, and it would save their towels quite a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get stuck with the old, right? We're so used to providing X, Y, and Z that we're unable to innovate and look outside of the norm. This is great. Ira, I want us to talk a little bit about, we talked about what inspired you to create Freedom.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through maybe what was the biggest challenge going into this?
Well, so I had a company before this. I had a financial firm for the last 12 years. I'm a single mom, had this company. It was great. Sold it to actually fund Freedom. The challenge that a lot of people don't talk about is one, getting in the door. That's a big challenge. But when people pat you on the head and say, congratulations for your little company, right? They don't take you seriously. Or just recently I had a company come up to me. They're like, oh, we could put you in our mentoring hub. And I'm like, but I'm with the largest distributor in the country. Like, we're nationwide. Why are you going to mentor me? Being a women-owned business, the assumptions a lot of times are really tough that you're still making it in your kitchen, instead of having three manufacturers. Or let me tell you how to put a barcode on. I've had that. Like, we have barcodes on everything. Do you want me to show you how to work GS1? That's really the struggles. And you're right. That's a little bit of the old, right? Like, these are the amenities we should have. And it's like, but this is not how people travel anymore, right? Or these are not the things that people are thinking of. If I had $1 for every time somebody told me that they don't even touch that little makeup wipe because of the parabens on the back. And I'm like, how do the properties keep buying this when people don't even want it? Right? So it's that education piece that's the hardest one. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think also too, like how you were saying is, yes, you go in as a female business owner to these large corporation in the hospitality industry, and half of them too don't even understand that they can, outsource instead of going through the big box brands for their amenities to creating these unique experiences for their guests, and also too of how you said with the sustainability approach. And I think we are seeing that demand from the guests a lot too, that it's saying, hey, yes, we are the expert in our item that we are providing as the amenity. Listen to us, we know what the guests want to have out there.
Yeah, it's tough. It's breaking the mold,
Yeah.
but with freedom, I mean, even the word freedom,
Mhm.
that's breaking the mold, right? And if anything, if I could knock some doors down for other women coming in, that would be fantastic. But that it is really hard to be taken seriously, I think,
Yeah.
a lot of times. Yeah.
It's tough. Ira, how do you assist your clients to promote this initiative, right, of bringing in products to their properties that actually make sense? Like Stephanie was saying, there is a huge market for this, and people are
Yeah.
actually looking for socially responsible organizations that make the right choices for them and make those choices available to them. How do you help the client realize and understand that this is not something that you just do because it's cute packaging, or because it looks luxurious, or you know how do you help them communicate this back into, by them understanding it, into their guests, so that they see that this is also an added value and a representation of our commitment to providing you with a safe and healthy and sustainable experience?
Oh, we're still working on that. Michelle, I wish I could tell you that, like, oh, we have figured this out. We have absolutely not. Listen, one of the other challenges, to put these two together is that a lot of properties are very disjointed, right? You have Marriott, let's say, right? But each property buys for themselves, or each property. So you can educate these guys, right? But then it doesn't necessarily trickle down,
Mhm.
right? So we're still trying to figure out what's the best way for us to do it. What we did was that we actually stepped back instead of educating property by property, which we were doing.
Yeah.
We stepped back and started working with our distribution partners and said, let me educate your salespeople, right?
Mhm.
And then your salespeople could go educate the properties. So the way we do that, like, I'm a keynote speaker. We talk about this a ton. So that's one way. Doing this podcast, I think, is huge, right? To educate people are looking for natural. People are
Mhm.
looking for sustainable. We are getting sick from stuff in our products, right? And by the way, it doesn't have to be a tree. Like, it doesn't have to be non-luxurious or gross or crunchy or organic to be natural, right? It could be normal.
Yeah.
In fact, natural should be normal, right? So I think that's really the key to getting it out there and getting people more comfortable with it. I love the fact that there's not a lot of competitors in this realm right now. That's great for
Of
me.
course you do.
Right? But it's really it's the top down effect of figuring out how to educate people on that, because I can't tell you how many times I've had a procurement person that loves it, that puts me in front of, like, the guy bar, and he looks at me and he's like, why would I put deodorant in there?
Mhm. Mhm.
Or why do I need a makeup wipe? He's a dude, right?
Mhm.
And it's like, wait a minute, 50% of your population walks in here and needs this.
Yeah.
Why do you not need it? Right? But it's that education piece, and we're still working on that.
Yeah. And I also too of the educational piece too with all the different departments. So here you may be going after, with the ownership or the hotel manager, but then housekeeping manager is the one that's knowing like, hey, I'm missing out on half of the washcloths that I'm sending out because of makeup wipes or the just not coming off or not even returning because they walk off as well. And so
You do.
I think it's
have legs. They have legs
exactly.
and we walk away. Just washcloths, man. I mean, but it's the conversation of, everybody's like, well, this costs us more money. And I said, yeah, but you put four washcloths in, right? Put two.
Yeah.
There's easy math.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You're laundering 50% less. You're
Yeah.
buying 50% less, right? And that gap in between goes towards your sustainability side.
Yep.
Win-win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's nice amenity. Yeah.
Yes. And also too, even of, what the chemicals that the laundering is using to even of cleaning for the terry products as well. So this, knowing that with the sustainability, all natural that you're putting, touching to your face.
So with what you all just mentioned, I think it's important to note the following. When we communicate the beauty behind a product, when we're talking about bringing something natural, healthy, sustainable to the mix, there are so many touch points to be considered, right?
Mm-hmm.
To help people understand why this makes sense.
Yeah, there's so many. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot. We're still working through it and getting there, and it's changing the mentality. It's like, wait a minute, what do you mean I don't have to do 4 washcloths every time? What do you mean I can put something in that doesn't, I don't have to damage out 30% of my washcloths the minute they walk in the door, right? It's that different mentality of, oh, by the way, 50% of women actually use makeup wipes on a daily basis, or that there's chemicals in here that I really need to take a look at, right? Because we never think about that. We think about our beauty routine, right? We think about the stuff that we buy and we have at home. But when we go to a hotel, we forget about all the things that go into it, whether it's cleaning our sheets, whether it's the air conditioning or whatever the filters are in there, whether it's the stuff that's in the shampoo, conditioner, soap, whether it's the stuff that's in the makeup wipe. Who knew this tiny little piece is a carcinogen? It is like nobody thinks of that. We're like, oh, it only costs 2 cents. And that's the other challenge, is that sustainability is more expensive.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Right? Yeah.
It's horrible. I hate it. But that being said, we do lose out a lot because somebody's looking to save 2 pennies.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, what are you providing your guests? Right? You want to save 2 pennies there, but we'll load you up on coffee over here or something else. You know what I mean? Like it's that education piece. We're getting there. And like I said, there hopefully will be a huge announcement with a big brand that's really taking that step in that right direction.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Ira, before we jump into your WTF moment, which Stephanie will take you there, I understand that the products are also available for direct consumers.
Of course.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, we're on Amazon. We also have our own website, freedomdeodorant.com. So we have freedomdeodorant.com, which you guys could always check out. We are just on Good Morning America. Deals and Steals just ended. But you could always, on our website, we always give you discounts and deals. And Black Friday is coming up, my friends. And we have some cool stuff there. Our deodorant wipes come in packs of 15, which is great. The makeup wipes come in packs of 15 as well. We have full size and the mini deodorants. They come in 3 packs. This little guy, you guys, literally 10 days worth. 10 days worth, a little one. So if you have a family, a 3-pack's perfect. Or for yourself, you throw one in your gym bag, put another one in your travel bag, and you have an extra one for the house or wherever you go. So we have the 3 packs of the minis. We have the full sizes. The deodorant wipes are all there. The shower spray is my favorite, though. If I could put anything in a hotel room, it would be the shower spray. It's a pure eucalyptus shower spray, you guys. So when you take a shower, you spray it into the mist, and the whole place literally is like a spa.
Oh, wow.
And in a hotel, it's great because your whole room smells like a spa.
Yeah.
It's great. You feel like you're, it's really amazing. So that's the shower spray. So definitely come check it out. In fact, I'll give you guys a affiliate code if you'd like, and you guys could post it.
Sure,
to get
absolutely.
a discount and try it out. Try it out. And we just passed, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I just want to make sure that's actually going to be my WTF moment. I'm going to be quiet.
Well, it's a great segue. So let's lead right into it. So our podcast called WTF, Walk the Floors. And we always want to end with some kind of story, whether it be a WTF moment that you have encountered, or also too just that, a teaching moment as well that, started off as a WTF, but then it created into something bigger.
Sure. So my WTF moment for sure is we just finished Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I want to let everybody know that breast cancer does not happen only in October. I was diagnosed in March, and that 1 in 8 women are affected. In fact, Australia just went to 1 in 7 women.
Oof.
Wow.
The most common type of breast cancer is an estrogen positive breast cancer. Estrogen positive means a high cortisol level. Ladies, what raises your cortisol level?
Stress.
100%. So I asked my WTF moment, I want everybody to take a minute in their day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Breathe a little, close your eyes a little, take that nap if you want to take a nap, go for a walk outside in nature. That's my moment for you, is a little bit of health, wellness, and freedom.
Yes.
I love it. What a great way to close. This is so
Yes.
fantastic. Thank you so much, Ira, for being on the show. This was great, very educational. I love your product. I've tried your product, and I'm definitely a fan. And what we'll do is we're going to post your handles so that people can get a hold of you and connect with you if there's anyone out there from a property standpoint who would like to explore having a conversation with you or with one of your sales reps. And then on the other hand, also share a link to where individuals can find your products too.
Yeah. Amazon, I should have said Amazon, our website. Yeah, we'd love that. And a portion of proceeds goes back to Las Vegas Breast Cancer Warriors. I should have mentioned that part. Yeah, because it's not just, it's full circle for us.
Yes.
I love that.
No, this is great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ira, and we'll see you next time.
You guys, bye. Have a great day.